Okay, independent client for customer Foley. This is a replacement of an existing kitchen set. This home was built mid 1990s. This does not apply to the RRP lead remediation rule, so we will not be testing for any lead-based paints today. The home is too new for any of that to apply, so no RRP rule with this particular kitchen. Now, first thing I want to show you, that is an outside corner over there. Then we've got a straight run of cabinets there. You can see there is a cooktop. That in there in the corner, that's the dishwasher. Across the room from the actual island. Turn the corner right here, you got your refrigerator, and we're about 1.5 inch margin from the door trim. Door trim goes all the way in the corner, and then we got something special going to happen right here with this archway. Okay, so let's go here and step on the other side. If you look, the vent filter area here is a certain depth back. When I step over here, it's actually deeper, okay? So this is going to be an outside corner, and that's what's reflected in the drawing. So when I start looking at spacing, I made a little mark here on the wall. That is, I think, 20.5 inches from the wall over there, 21 inches. That is going to be where the outside of that wall is going to be, the outside corner. So this whole area here is actually being removed. Take a look here, there's that arch again. When you come over here to this side, you can tell that's deeper in there than this is here. So this is gonna go all the way back to the mark I made here, which is just a small scratch mark, pencil mark right there. And that is gonna be the depth that's being removed from here. So again, this whole archway is changing the dynamic of how the kitchen is gonna actually work. Ceilings in this room are 96, 96.25 average. Customer is interested in the cabinets going to the ceiling with the molding. Of course, the door can't touch the ceiling. It has to be down about 3 inches or so for the molding. But that look, she's tired of having this Dust Bunny collection ranch up here on top of this. So getting these cabinets up is a priority for her. The other thing to notice here is I'm 5.5 inches back from the end of this wall. Now there's two reasons. There are bedrooms back here in this area, and so egress through this area with furniture and stuff like this. We do not want to design this kitchen all the way to the end of that wall. We want to stay at least 3 inches back for your crown molding return at the top. In this case, they stayed 5.5 inches back. Now this is a 29-inch area for the oven. This is a newer oven combo. It's a microwave oven combo. The model number on this one is right here. Give you just a second to see that. KEMS 378SSS00. Now we need to take and pull those numbers in because that is going to be reused. Make sure that we have our oven, the right size opening and everything for that particular unit. In this particular one, they've got double doors on the bottom. This oven cabinet is available with a large single drawer on the bottom. And then up here at the top, these would be just taller doors. So that's an option here. If the customer doesn't want to have the double doors, they want to go with just a drawer. That's another option. Now look in here, we've got 4 drawers here, 1 drawer in the corner, 2 beside the fridge. So that's 7 drawers on the inner part of this. And you got 2 little ones here on either side of the actual island. So 7, 8, 9. We got 9 drawers. Thou shalt not design less drawer space than what was originally there. So make sure we go back and put drawer space in where it's going to be relevant to the design, but at least have maybe a 3 drawer section here with larger drawers instead of the 4, and at least have the same drawer space, maybe a single wide drawer back there instead of having the 2 separate drawers. Wider drawers are always better. Here we got dishwasher. Like I said, I give you measurements from the wall to the edge of the dishwasher opening, and I also give it to the other edge because this is going to possibly change as far as move around over here into the island. But this could be also a spacing that we're needing for the others. I give you center line measurement on where the cooktop is now. That could fluctuate left to right some. If you take a look right here, this electrical outlet is only about 4 inches to the right of the edge of that cooktop. So we can't really move it more than 4 or 5 inches left or right of that center line without these outlets and stuff showing up behind the cooktop. Now this is a 30-inch cooktop. I think the customer is going to change this to a gas cooktop. A gas cooktop is going to require a 110-volt static igniter for it to actually work underneath. So it's not going to be getting rid of the 220 totally. It's still going to have a 110-volt plug-in underneath that gas stove for everything to work right on your stove. So when you add that gas component, make sure you have the 110-volt component for it. We're going to do a range hood here. If we're going to be doing a decorative range hood, which is a freestanding metal range hood versus a wood hood, there will be an electrical component, but mostly to know there is going to have to be a recirculation kit that's bought with whatever hood you buy, because this is an interior wall. As far as trying to vent it outside, it's really going to be recirculating back in the room. Every range hood you buy that's a decorative hood or a freestanding hood will come only as an actual vented hood. You'll have to buy the recirculation kit and the filters to go with it if you want to recirculate it back into the room. Now come over here on this side, we look at the sink, the island. The island itself has the sink in it now. This is 54 inches long by 24 inches wide. And at this point, it's only 34 inches of space in here. So we definitely need to move it back just a little bit. We also need to look right here. This is only 38 inches of space, and the refrigerator is 31 inches deep. So the depth of the refrigerator itself to the front, you definitely want to make sure that we have a little bit more room on the actual sink. Notice that the island has got some plumbing and stuff in it, as well as it's got some electrical. So we got to make sure that we don't move too far that the electrical can't be done. Now the homeowner is telling me that they've got the electrical, the gas, the plumbing, all that stuff is covered without any issues. So we're not going to be doing any of that. Also, customers telling me they're doing their own tear out for this. So basic installation is what we have here with a basic cabinet design layout. And one thing I do notice, there's a couple of dents in the front of the refrigerator. Those were here when we come to measure. There's one over there as well. And so there's the refrigerator itself is being reused, but there are some places on the bottom that have a few dents in it. Take a look at your island, the placement on your island. They're wanting to come out here about even with the end of this one, maybe just a little bit shorter. That's 30 inches longer than the original island was going to be built to. So if we look at putting the dishwasher in here adjacent to the sink, then you're going to net about 18 inches of space additional length after the actual dishwasher is put in place. Now, as far as the room, I want to go ahead and draw the entire room as it's laid out in the drawing. This is a step-in window section. Over here, steps in, comes over, steps out. I want to make sure we have full floor space so that the customer can see what this is going to look like with these archways removed and all this floor space that they've got left after that's done. Again, if you have any questions with this as you're laying it out, please give me a call at 423-650-1051. Have a good day.